Hi everyone, it's Kenza. So today we'll do a bit of background check on a website link. So we always get links sent to us from friends, family, colleagues, or even strangers. Security people always tell you not to open links from people you don't know, but they should also tell you that even if it comes from someone you know, you should still have a bit of precaution, and a bit of precaution is always good. So, with this in mind, what we are going to answer in this video is how to know if a link will hurt you or not. Part 1. So, with this in mind, let's see what we can do to reduce the risk. The first one that we are going to see in this series, urlscan.io. So urlscan.io is a website that offers a free service to scan and analyze websites. So let's see. So let's go to this website, urlscan.io, and see what we can find here. So this website offers a free service to scan and analyze websites. Imagine I got an email. So let's see one of the emails I got. So here am I on the email that I got. So I go to the email and click with the right button on my mouse and then copy the link. So after I copy the link, what I can do is go back to urlscan.io and paste it. So when I paste it, I have different options. The visibility of the scan, it can be public, it can be unlisted, or private. What's the difference? If it's public, the result of the scan and the scan itself will be shown here, as you can see. But if it's private, no one can see your search or your link. For the unlisted one, the scan is not visible on the public page, but is visible to vetted security researchers and security companies. So what this website is gonna do? Let's do private scan. So this website, what it's gonna do is it will analyze the link that you put in the search bar. It does that by recording the activity that the page navigation creates, and if there's something fishy about the URL, it will be highlighted as potentially malicious in the scan results. So let's select the image of tractors. We'll wait a bit. Waiting. So once it's done, what you can see here is the result. So the submitted URL is what I gave. Then the effective URL, so that's the link that is really used in the end. So the submitted URL and the effective URL, what's the difference? One is what I submitted, while this other is what the response will be from. It will come from here. This is the page. So the summary says, and that's the main thing that we're going to see, is it was scanned by urlscan.io, and the verdict from urlscan.io is no classification. Google Safe Browsing also says no classification for zdnet.com. the other things that we have here is the IP address that is recorded for this website, for this domain. When the domain was created, it was in 1995. And who registered the domain? And other informations like IP addresses, details, domain trees, links, certs. So all different things that you could see if you want. But for now, the most important things are in the summary. So it's not the only thing that we have. We can see more things here. For this link, what we can say is there is no classification. That means it can be a benign website, but it can be a non-benign website. However, it's not flagged as malicious. So the difference is when it's flagged as malicious, we know for certain that it's malicious. However, when it's flagged as no classification, we aren't sure about it. So let's try with another link that I got. So I got another mail in my email box. I got another mail. So I got this other mail that is a malicious mail. So this is the URL that I got. I copy it and I go back to urlscan.io. So I go back here, have another scan with this new URL and scan it. Let's wait for it. So we can see here, it's literally what it says is there's malicious activity here. So the submitted URL is this one, but the effective URL is fun and flirtzone.life and the rest. So this website contacted two IP addresses in 2 countries across 4 domains and performed 15 HTTP transactions. The main IP address is in Bulgaria. It says to whom it belongs and to what is the main domain. We have a screenshot of the website here, and it does say the verdict of urlscan.io is potentially malicious, while the verdict for Google Safe Browsing is no classification. That's why I said to you just before, having a no classification doesn't mean that it's safe, but having a malicious one means that it's malicious. So no classification doesn't mean it's safe. It could be malicious, just not detected by the urlscan.io. So this is one way to do it. So this one, definitely malicious activity. So we'll stop here for today, and we'll continue our journey of gathering information from a URL in our next video. Stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye.